Alrighty guys, g'day guys, welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. This is now like my fifth take and it's going to be my final take. This is so different filming out in the wild, man. Filming out in the wild is different. A few things have happened that have been my mistake during these takes. So this is a final take. This made it, this one here, this made it on YouTube. So welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. Yes, I'm in my car. I'm out here doing Uber Eats. I've got a few cars doing laps around me like the NASCAR. They're on their L plates. I don't know if you guys in America have that, but there's like two cars driving, young fellas or young girl and guy or whatever. They're watching me talk to myself in my car, probably thinking that guy's a Looney Tune. They probably see, you know, they're going slow enough so they can see me in the camera, and when they go past, they're like, "What's he doing? He's on his phone. What's up with that?" So they're driving their learners. I don't know if you guys have that. I don't know if you guys call them learners over there. Anyways, what I've been trying to do for the last 25 minutes and get my thought out on this stuff is, according to an article on the internet, because where else would they be? They wouldn't be they wouldn't be at the local store, would they? According to an article on the internet, the Pittsburgh Steelers fan base is ranked 9th overall out of 32 teams from I think articles from AZ Sports. I will link the article in the description below. Right, ranked 9th overall for the most unhappiest, for the most negative comments. That is via Twitter, Facebook, and Reddit. I believe Reddit got 20%. 20% of negative comments. I think Facebook got 9% and Twitter got 5% negative comments around free agency. You know, stuff like, "Oh, why are you signing that guy? He's too old. Why did you go and sign middle linebacker? We should have got Terrell. We should have got Tremaine Edmonds. Why didn't you sign this guy? Why didn't you sign Ramsey? Why didn't you sign OBJ?" Right? There's all that stuff. And for me personally, I legit don't understand. The Pittsburgh Steelers organization has been so successful over the last, even 20 years. They've had 2 Super Bowl wins in 20 years. And they've been to 3. They've lost 1, right? Do we not remember 2004 Super Bowl 40, 2008 in, I think those are the years, the same years, 2008 in Super Bowl 43, James Debo Harrison running away for the touchdown. Do we not remember those times? Yes, they were 10 years ago, 15 years ago, but some teams have never won one. There are still 12 teams out there have never won one, and the Steelers have 2 in 20 years, so we got to feel thankful about that. Now, that's why I'm positive, man. I'm a positive person. I'm a positive Steel fan. I try and think of the good in the situation that is happening. And some Steel fans, I'm not naming anyone, but I'm saying in this metric that they're ranked 9th and they're 11% out of this metric. That you know, if you read the article, it'll tell you what's going on. Basically, it says that Steel fans weren't happy. They weren't happy with Isaac Siamalo, left guard, Pro Bowler, who made it to the Super Bowl, right? They weren't happy with Ogunjobi, signing him through a 3-year deal. They weren't happy with Kazi coming back. They weren't happy with James Pierre. They weren't happy with getting Patrick Peterson, who's a veteran quarterback, but he's an older guy, but he's a voice in the locker room now. He's going out there and he's going to give it his all for the last few years, right? They weren't happy bringing in 2 middle linebackers who can show a bit of physicality, unlike Devin Bush and Robert Spillane. I legit don't understand it. I feel like every single move that the Steelers have made in the free agent period have been for some benefit towards the team. You're shoring up the O-line now, and some fans out there, and even the Steelers organization is now calling it the Picket Fence, right? Now, where did that term originate from? Pretty much, I think everyone kind of came up with it, right? I think I've said it before. I think people on the internet have said it before. I'm not a really big fan of Picket Fence. Don't really like it. But the Steelers organization is now running with it. They shored that up by bringing in 2 offensive guards, right? And there's still more moves to be made in the draft, and also bringing other guys too. I can see it now. You go and shore that up. You get a future Hall of Famer, cornerback. And if I miss anyone, let me know, right? Middle linebackers come in. There's so many players coming in and so many deals they've signed that I don't understand how you could be unhappy during this free agent period. You know, most of the holes are being addressed. Most of the holes. I almost said every, but most of the holes. There's probably safety and maybe a receiver to a certain degree, but I like Anthony Miller and I like the the chance that I think Calvin Austin will get going into year 2 to have his first real chance of football to go out there and make a name for himself. I like that stuff, right? So I don't understand how Steeler fans are like, oh man, that was a boring Fred. They didn't do anything. They did quite a lot when you think about it. They changed the middle linebacking room. They got Arent Curry, the Seattle Seahawks player, as a defensive coach, middle linebacking coach, right? They got the veteran Patrick Peterson, and they're shoring up the offensive line and changing that and making that bigger and better. So I like the moves, what they're doing, to be very honest. Anyways, guys, make sure you check out that link in the description. It's an article. That is my 5th and final take. Hopefully that's a good one. Oh man, it's so different. It's so different talking out here in the wild, in the Australian wild in my car. It's very different to people who are driving around and another car goes past me. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure you hit that like, hit that sub, and hopefully in the next few weeks I get my laptop back and I can go back to doing normal videos in my room. Until then, we'll be in the studio, which is my car. And thanks guys, I'll see you later.